Hey, so today is the final day for Love Light Squall Festival All Stars. I definitely contemplated on, what could I do to commemorate it, but actually kind of got a little busy, so I'm actually strapped for time. So this is about the best I can really do. So I'm gonna do one last video about All Stars and just talk about the game and how I feel and whatnot. So I know a lot of you definitely are very sad about the fact that it's closing, and I'm definitely in that group. All Stars was never perfect, and definitely has its flaws, but every game has its flaws, and some of them could have definitely been a little bit more avoidable. You know, for All Stars, we had that Ju fiasco that I talked about way back. That wasn't that great. The story had moments that I thought were interesting, and it's like, oh cool, Love Light is trying something different. And I do think the Japanese audience really overreacted, but some of these story elements in the story rank it wasn't good. Especially the explanations for some of these girls leaving. Yeah, I don't know about that. It wasn't great at all, and they added outfits and those were paid only. And yet I don't really know about the financial situation of this game because they don't really tell me. But to kill it was definitely a surprise, and especially they changed developers not that crazy long ago, and then past that they killed it. That comes out of a little bit of shock, especially I think even to the developers. Was it MyNet Games? They were just seemingly chugging on and keep producing, and suddenly it stopped, but they had like a bunch of content to still release. So that always felt really odd to me. But I don't know, it's just definitely a little odd. But I do want to talk about the good stuff. I can go on about the negative stuff, but I don't know if that's necessarily the time for it right now. I think we should kind of celebrate and talk about the stuff that I really do like. But before we get to that, I still have some star gems, so I guess I'll use them at 1400. They just gave me 500 for logging in for the last day, but why not one last scouting video, see what we can get. None of those matter. So of course there's the last three here. They have what used to require premium stars, now you can do it with the free stars, and every day that lets you do 100. And this is how I got a lot of my festival cards for the SP burst videos. This was so clutch for me getting a lot of these cards. I was of course able to get all of them. I definitely had some of you guys' helps, but that was definitely really fun. Towards the end of the game, being able to scout a lot was really cool, and to get a lot of good cards was great. So that's not a festival card. I'll just see what that outfit is. Ooh, that's definitely nice. The flowery kind of outfit, which definitely is fitting for Hanamaru. And then we got this one as well. See if we can get any more festival cards. I was definitely looking to see if I can get as many SP bursts as possible. Looks like no. That is a festival card for Nanju or party, whatever it was. Alright, so now I got 1100. I guess I can do 2 more 500s. I never got a Kasumi one for a festival party, which is a shame. Give it 2 more whirls. It's Kanata. That is a festival card. Yeah, that is a festival card. Alright. Cool, I guess. Though I already had 3 for Kanata, and I already released the video, so it's not that important. Who else? But who I don't know. Oh, let's just do it, not Quash, sure. Well, that is Rico, but I already have that card. Alright. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to the last 100. I could do 2 Yulo scouts, I guess, but I don't really care that much at this point. So, I got a new card on the last day, so that's great and all. I can get the outfit, but in the end it kind of doesn't really matter. But let's now talk about the good of this game and stuff that I really did enjoy about this game. So first and foremost, I'll get to envies a bit later, but I do want to talk about what a lot of this was shared on the screen here. So they had a character screen, and you have all the characters here, and I know we had some fun speculating. Especially in Ichigaku, we had just girls across, and we're like, oh, who's gonna join? And it's gonna be Namjoon. Some of us joked, they're like, oh, we could fit it in there. And there's just to be 9, but now they panned it to make it like this, where they have 12. And it's like, oh, there's a spot towards the right, and it could potentially be Lil. I'm still sad that never happened, but I guess if the game is shutting down, I guess that would have been really unfortunate. Hey, Lil is out, and oh, whoop, game's dead now. Whoops, lol. But definitely one of a lot of things that I really liked about this game, especially if you go click an individual character, is you get this character menu. And this is really nice. You get to customize the backgrounds, you get to choose the outfit of this girl, you get information about this girl. You can go click on it and say, oh, she's my partner now. Or you can go and click in here and learn more information about the girl, learn about subunits and stuff, and you can see their signature. I thought it was really cool, honestly, and that's something I really did appreciate. And I thought that each girl had their own song in the background. So, if you go back to the main menu, that's the one that's going to be playing. I really like that. It gave a lot more personality and depth to the game for each individual character. If you're a big Hanyo fan, you can go listen to this all day and have her on the screen. You go tap on her and she'll react and say stuff, which that was really nice. And they actually moved rather than just a text box shows up, and that's kind of what we have for a lot of our games. So that was something really cool, because this game felt more lifelike than the other games. And they had a lot of outfits too. I didn't collect every one, but it was nice to be able to have all these outfits and use them for NVs, however you feel. And you can pick your favorite outfit, and some cards had recolors if you were able to collect enough. Like, I have the blue version of this card. So that was really cool. Another way to kind of reward people from upgrading these cards and give it a slightly different look, especially like you might like the outfit but you not like the color. This potentially could save it without having a drastic amount of new effort being put into getting another outfit. So that was one of the things I really did like. And let's see, there definitely some of my favorite themes for this game. I like Daya's ultra rare theme. Yoshiko was pretty decent for her theme. I kind of like Marty's. She's got a little spunk to her theme. That's something I definitely did like. Then Setsuna was definitely the theme that I've been using a lot, and I usually made her my partner. I was also pretty happy to collect a lot of Setsuna's outfits, but a lot of these were more recent grads, especially because the game shut it down. We basically got to go on a kind of a festival party collection spree, and I was able to get a lot of nice cards. Like, I was able to get, was it the Titania? Yeah, Titania. And I got the recolors for that. I also got the Jet Black Magician one as well. Of course, the Regal Festival one. That one is definitely one I felt that really, truly kind of had that Setsuna feel to it. I like that one a lot. It just feels very Setsuna-like. But it's also nice to have outfits where you can change that and do other stuff, especially depending on the song. And then, of course, like for the backgrounds, it was really nice is that we had some nice animated ones. And I tried to do my best to collect them all. I think I missed one or something. But especially when they were animated, it was really nice. And I generally tried to pick one that was fitting for the girl, or at least one that looked nice. But I definitely really like Setsuna's theme. And potentially my favorite would be Shioriko's theme. I don't know. This one just really has that traditional element to it, but it's got some speed that I really liked. And in this game as well, of course this game was about Nijigaku. And this is the group that was new when I started kind of doing this YouTube stuff. At least this channel. Not my other channel, Aqua, was new, but when I really started this channel, this group was new, and this is kind of like I grew my channel with this group, and as this group grows, so I do have some attachment to it. But this game was really to support that group, Nijigaku, and we got to see new characters getting added through the story, and now to not have other people experience that kind of hurts, And we gotta learn about Shiriko, and then we added Mia and Anju, and all the speculation of are they going to join or not. And this is the first time that they ever experiment with adding members to the group that weren't in existence beforehand. And to see all that was really cool. We even had, I don't know if you only watch anime, you didn't notice, we had Rina, and she was always shown with a mask, and we could never see what was behind it until what our chapter was, 8 or 9, I don't know. And then we get to see what she looked like without the mask. Now it was like the reverse way in the anime, so it's kind of weird. But that was definitely really cool, and they made it so you can have the outfit with the mask or without the mask, which I thought that was pretty fun to have. Also, I really like this outfit, and Reno has a pretty nice theme as well, and so does Cotton as well. So that's definitely one of the things that it's definitely a big shame to have. That just, it's just going away. It was nice that we had a lot of nice original soundtrack songs in the game, and I use them all the time in my videos. Because there are some really nice ones, and I try to use the character ones when possible, especially talking about that character. There was also the fact that when you do stuff like for the MVs, they added a lot of songs, and yeah, they started adding a lot of 2 songs. It's less effort, I guess. It's nice to build up the inventory, but like, look at how many of these they had, and the MVs were truly the special part of this game, and they've had some really nice looking MVs, and it's honestly a shame that we won't be able to do this pretty soon. If anything, we'll have to rely on the community to keep this game running again. But there were some really great ones, even from the beginning too. But especially when we got towards the end, like when we see Dream Color and you look at the stage, it was great. And on top of that, when you click the MV button, you could change who was where, which was so cool. It's such a great concept that I don't think any other game explores. I don't really follow a bold lot of other idol franchises. But you get to choose their outfits, and if you want to do an Aqua song with Ichigaku, that was really fun. Like, you guys remember when this game first came out? Everyone's doing like, oh, who do I want to do Starlight with? Like, let's do that with Ruby. That would be so funny, and like, or when she was wearing this silly outfit or something. I know that's not as something his focus is now. That was just a really fun thing to do in the beginning, but that was the true appeal of this game, and now we don't get that anymore. The MVs just look great, and it was also able to bring MVs to songs that were really underappreciated, songs that never really got the time of light, and it even helped make me appreciate some songs that I kind of never really gave it a whole lot of time of day, and this definitely was able to bring a lot of renewed energy to certain songs, and the same anime was just so wonderful. And I know it takes a lot of effort, I get it, and sometimes they made mistakes and decisions in the animations. I know it sucks, and I know they used to do 2 and they dropped to 1, which I was definitely not happy about, but at least the quality of the MV, especially late towards the end of this game, those are some pretty good looking MVs. And all of this is going to be replaced by what? Squall Festival 2? A 10-year-old gameplay that just got refreshed visuals? I mean, no, that's, I don't know, I'm pretty unexcited. I mean, I'll play it, I guess, when Global comes. I haven't really played it since the beginning, because I'm just like, I'll just wait for Global. I don't want to deal with only Japanese version, because it does hinder my ability to play it a bit. And then the only other game is the Link Global Live app, which again, that's Japanese only too. So for Glow players, sucks to be you, right? Like, what else do we have? Tokimeki Runners? Really? The PS4, PS5 game? I don't know. And that's kind of it. And, especially if you're just a mobile only player, you don't have anything unless you're willing to go out of your way to get the Japanese versions. And that's one thing that probably takes me off the most, is that they're killing this for what? A 10-year-old gameplay game, Squall Festival 2, Link Live Love Live. That's not really a game, and you don't have the cool MV features. It does have the Festival Live stuff, and that's kind of alright. you know, you get to see a bunch of stuff, and they do it a good amount of content. Like, I cannot keep up with that at all. On top of the fact it's not even in English, so I really can't keep up with it. But some of the festival lives are decent. The stages, and they do a lot of songs, you know, faster than All Stars will ever do. But they're not high quality. Some stages look alright. They got some decent effects on there. But the animations definitely are not fine-tuned. It doesn't look as well. And the players do not get to manipulate how the MV works. We don't get to see, you know, or we get to change the outfits or change who's actually doing the song. Not, and it sure, it can be kind of silly, but, you know, it's just not as good. Oh, but in the end, this is definitely a game I'll miss. I mean, you'll probably see if someone in the community will able to revive this game in some way. I'm sad that Mia Nanju never got the SP burst. I was hoping, that's part of why my video only came out recently, because I was planning to do this for quite some time, but, you know, they never got the third card, festival/party card. But in the end, I'll still miss this game. You know, it's not perfect, but it's one of the games I try to play daily, try to participate in events, collect the cards. There's a lot of cards, like, I just go through my collection here. You know, look at all these cards. There's so many, and I don't even have all the cards at all, but there's just a lot of cards that are just gonna be gone by the wayside. And like that, these are a lot of outfits, and being able to have some MVs for some really unappreciated songs was great. And not all these cards, outfits got the MVs, which also kind of was a little weird. Like, thank you, friends. I mean, that would have been kind of a nice song to have and have use the outfits. Or we also had Mermaid Fest Volume 1 that we got the outfits for that, and no MV. But I mean, there's a lot of great cards here, and I've started all my festival cards, so it's way easier to find. So to get a look at all the festival cards I got a lot of these that I got more recently because of the end of service, which in some ways it really sucks, but in some ways it was kind of fun. Yeah, and it was like, wow, look at this. I feel so powerful. I'm collecting so many good cards. And I was able to get a lot of cards that I wanted to. So that was kind of fun. Yeah, I had a lot more fun with All Stars recently than I ever had before. But it came at the cost of, you know, in the game is going to die. But that's just more or less how I feel about this game. You know, it was still the best Love Live game that's ever came out, and I know their goal was trying to make the best IO experience, and I think for more or less they did accomplish that. I know the story was goofy with its decisions, and that definitely hurt the game, unfortunately. But I think a lot of people should look past that and see the other parts of the elements of the game that would truly shine. And, you know, we don't really have a whole lot of great alternatives to this. And my biggest question is, going forward, what game is going to compete with the other cooler, nicer rhythm games? Like, whatever, Miku or Bang Dream or Ravi Starlight, whatever the other idol games, rhythm games are out there. Like, is School Out Festival 2 really that attractive? And the answer is not really. I mean, it's just School Out Festival 1. What, I don't know, they got some animated cards, I guess? It looks nicer. But you also had to kind of wipe out your collection for that. And all the big, I don't know, the biggest appeal to me is like, it's got a boatload of songs, but so did School Out Festival 1. Why did that game have to die? But I mean, it has a lot of songs, that's cool. But that's kind of really it. It appeals to Love Live fans, or anyone who wants to be a Love Live fan. But how does this appeal to outside fans of Love Live? And that's kind of my question. You know, the gameplay isn't extremely riveting. I know All Stars gameplay definitely have ticked me off at plenty of times. Some songs I still can't beat, and some songs I just felt so degraded I don't want to even try because I don't have good enough cards. And, you know, and that I had to pay to get there. By the way, I'd never spend a single dollar in this game. But, you know, that was kind of a shame. They really did focus on RPG elements. I don't know if that was the right move, honestly. They probably did it because that could definitely encourage more monetization and people spending more money on this game. And did it work? Probably, I guess. But that was the decision they made. Now we don't have to deal with that, which I'm kind of glad that I don't have to deal with songs that are just like ridiculous. Now it's truly back to the mechanical difficulty of, you know, tapping really fast and such. And the solution is potentially getting better cards, or, you know, get good scrub. But, you know, I'm not that great at it either. But Squall Festival 2 doesn't have the MVs. It doesn't have outfits to collect. When I collect cards in Squall Festival 2 now, I feel empty. Because, like, oh, that's a nice looking card. Great, I guess. But that's it. I don't have a nice outfit to put on the girl and to have it on my home screen, or put on some teens and watch them dance and MV with that. That makes me feel like more like I have something. When I collect the card, it's kind of just like, okay, I guess I have the card. I have access to the image, but I could just get that from the internet, and I more or less get the same experience. Kind of, I don't know. So I definitely wonder what the future is for that. And Squall Festival 2 doesn't really feel like a good answer. And Link Love Live, well, like that, it's literally not available. The global hasn't even been announced for global. It's an okay experience, I would say. There's a lot of content there, but again, that's only for one group though. Like, what if you want something for Nijigaku or Aqua or Muse? You don't have that. Yeah, there's the Yohane game, that's cool, but that's kind of a completely separate thing. And there's the PS4, PS5 game, but again, that's for only PS4, PS5 players, and you have to pay for songs, which, yeah, I don't know. It's $600 if you want to buy out everything straight up, or 200 something if you want to buy every song or whatever. And that's really expensive as well. I don't think that's the way it should have been done. So there definitely is a big question of what is the future for Love Live, at least in terms of the mobile game sector. I'm just kind of sad that All Stars died for, I don't know, worse products, honestly, in my opinion. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. How do you feel about All Stars? You know, what's in your cherished memories of it? And, you know, I mean, I don't know, just kind of sucks, really. But it's kind of over. I was always excited to see whatever the new MVs would be, and record it and share with you guys, and now we can't do that, and that's really unfortunate. So who knows, maybe there will be a replacement for this game in the future, but I don't really have my hopes up at the moment for it. Love Live at least is trying a lot of stuff this year, and some stuff is definitely cool and interesting, but like Metaverse Live, is that really gonna be cool? I don't know. But this was something that I thought that really separated Love Live from a bunch of other games, and this was a really cool, attractive selling feature to other people. And see, you know, this is what makes Love Live cool. And now it's dead, and it's been what, 4 years? That's not that crazy long. I mean, some other worse games died quicker, but this just kind of fell a little out of nowhere almost. I know it was dying, but less people were playing, but there's still a decent amount of people still playing. Kind of, I don't know. I don't have the numbers, but yeah. Anyways, this is long enough. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I don't know if I'll make any more All-Star content, considering it'll be hard if the game's dead. I'll see. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in another video soon.